So my pawb, Sadaki, hello everyone, how are we all? So I'm back with another paper pumpkin, slightly more up to date now because this is the June one. The July one will be arriving, probably in the next couple of weeks, but apparently I've been told it's late, so I don't know when it'll arrive. If you can hear a weird noise going on in the background, I'm actually printing out some stuff. I'm doing an order of service for a lady who's died recently, and I've done all the inserts and I was just waiting for the last minute bits to go on the back, and yeah, so I'm just printing out the cover now on photo paper. So it's got a bit with skew, so I may have to get up occasionally just to refill it because I can't put too many sheets of photo paper in at a time. Anyway, oh no, that's the instructions for the last one. So what we have here is Bikes and Blooms. So I've already taken it apart a bit to make it a bit easier for me getting stuff out, and realised I've left half of the things behind from the video that I've just done. Okay, so what you get with this one is another reel of tear and tape, but I've still got the one that I was using from the previous box, so I'll carry on using that one. Some, I never know what to call this, string or twine or cord. I mean, it's very, very thin string. But that's that. There's some little sticky dots, some mini dimensionals, some very tiny little white butterflies, some stamps which say thank you, have a lovely day, best wishes, and then there's some flowers, butterflies, and a bicycle, as it is called Bikes and Blooms. So that's that, and then your Stampin spot in Calypso Coral, but again that's going over there, and I've got my full-size one ready to go. So everything else is in there that I don't need, and I'll show you what you get. So you get all these other bits. So you get this sheet which has got die cuts of the back end of a bike. I'm assuming these are clouds, or maybe they're something that you stamp on, and then some of these little banners, and then you get another sheet with two more of these and the clouds on. You get three sheets? No, this one you get two sheets of these die cuts, which have got these round bits, which I'm assuming is what you stamp have a lovely day on. I might be wrong. Then some flowers in boxes, some hedgy bits, and another couple of banners. And then you get three sheets of this die cut bicycle, two matting layers, not quite sure what that is, and a thing there which we'll find out what that is. And then you get, oh, and then you also get three of these which are just matting layers. Excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. Then you get three of each of these envelopes, so 9 envelopes altogether, one in this lovely lemony colour. In fact, if I look on the back, I'll probably be able to tell you what colour it actually is. So that's likely to be crushed curry, I would suggest. Yeah, crushed curry, and they come with a little bit for you to either put a label in or write the name and address in. Then the pink one, which I'm assuming is Calypso Coral, and then the green, which I would think is Old Olive. Yeah, because it says the coordinating colours are Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, and Silver, and of course black. So that's that, and then you get these three cards. So you get this lovely Calypso Coral one, and one in Old Olive with a darker stripe at the bottom. Very important that goes at the bottom. And this, what I'm assuming is Crushed Curry, again with a darker stripe at the bottom. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to burnish all of the cards before we start. Because you know me, I forget to do it to the end, and when you've used dimensionals, it's a bit more tricky. So that's that done. I'll put the, I might as well burnish the envelopes while I'm about it, get them all done at once. So green one, pink one, and a yellow one. Okay, so my printing has stopped, so bear with one moment. Oh, I'll turn you off because you don't want to listen to me trying to get paper into the back of my printer. Hold on. Right, I'm back. Okay, so let's get the instructions out and see which one we do first. So first one is the green card. Let's open up my ink. And see what I need. Okay, so oh, of course I've put things down now, I can't see anything. Right, I'm going to get my grid paper out so that I can stamp some of these off before I actually use them. So first one we want is have a lovely day, and I will use that for that. So stamp this off a few times, make sure that it comes out nice and even. Lovely. Where have I put that? There it is. I'll give it a wipe. Okay, so for this I need one of these. Yes, I was right. These shapes are the ones to stamp have a lovely day on. Now, oh, good job I checked, because I would have stamped on it that way, but you have to do it that way so that that edge matches up with the edge on the card. So yeah, pay attention to that. And then also I want this stamp. Yeah, that stamp. So another one here. Give that a couple of goes. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. And that will go on to one of these, which is the little plant in a, I don't know, window box type of thing. Okay, and then I also want the rear end of a bicycle. Oh, I see, and then that gets stamped on, and then that goes on top of that, right. Okay, so rear end of bicycle. Okay. Make sure I've got all the right bits, and then I'll need 3 of the little tiny butterflies. Oh, actually, I've just seen that in the right light, they're sort of holographic, but I can't see them in the right light now. When they're down here, they're ever so slightly holographic, but if I hold them up to the light, they're not. That's weird. Okay, we'll sort that out later. Right, so I need to do have a lovely day on this. Have a lovely day. Slap bang in the middle, hopefully, yeah. Oh, you know what I've done? I've put the stamp set down, and I've put something on top of it, which is not good. Right, now I'll put that there. So that's that. I'll put that back on in a minute, because I've got to do this on here. So these flowers then match up with the little blank bits. So just put that there. Oh yeah, lovely. Well, that's good. And I also want, I'll put these away now, so that will go there, and this one goes under over here. Right, so let's have a lovely day. Put that over there where it won't stick to anything. And the other thing I want is one of these, this matting layer here. So the matting layer, has dimensionals on it. So 1, 2, 3, I think, according to the instructions. 2, 3. But then this has the little sticky dots right down the middle. So let's hold it up to there and put these down the middle. In fact, I suppose I could, no, probably just as well to put them on the actual thing. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's got sticky dots, that's got dimensionals. This needs dimensionals. One in each corner. I think I'll stick one in the middle as well, just to give it that extra bit of support. And then the bicycle, oh, have I got the right one? Because they're showing the bicycle. Oh, that's really weird. They're showing the bicycle there to show you where to put the stickers on with the cutout of the flower box thing, but there, it's not there. That's really weird. And yes, it's there. Okay. So I'm going to put dimensionals on here. So that's going to be quite a few. Oh, look, I've taken a whole strip. There we go. Right, one. Gonna put one there. Gonna put one on the saddle. And there. Oh, I've printed another 10 of those, so I'll finish doing this and then I'll go and see to my printing. I've made sure I've put all new inks in because I was getting very low on the yellow and the blue. And that's quite both of the photographs have got the lady wearing blue. I wanted to make sure that they came out all right. So where am I missing any? Not sure. I'm going to put one there, even though they haven't told me to. One halfway up there. Keep pulling these off in multiples. Right, 1, 2, 3. I think another one up there should be enough. Yeah, I reckon that's enough. So I need to get the card base and put this on first. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just going to move that a tad. There we go. Get you in the right place. So, first of all, stick to your fingers. Right, so we want that to go about there. And then this will go on top of that. I do have trouble sometimes with these sticky dots getting the backing off, but there we go, that's not too bad. And then this will go there so that the flat edge meets up with the flat edge of the card, or thereabouts. Lovely. And then I think this will need to go on next. Oh, that one's already taken the top off. Oh no, that came off already. Right, so it's the trouble when you have to put so many stickers on. It takes a while to get all the backs off. So bear with. Can't think of anything interesting to tell you about, really, other than that I'm involved in this funeral. Although by the time you watch this, it will have been and gone. I should also have been doing a calligraphy session at our craft event that we have every Friday at church. So I've bought enough calligraphy pens for 20 people. Fortunately, calligraphy has changed since I started doing it in 1970. Back in those days, and up until fairly recently as far as I'm aware, let me just get this lined up. So that goes so that that is on the edge there. Okay, like that. I used to use pens that have got nibs. If I can pick one. No, of course that's not one with a nib. Where are they? I've got them in here somewhere. There's one. Was that's too narrow for you to see. That one's slightly better, although not much. I'm used to using pens like this, which have got a wedge, so they're narrower that way and they're wider that way. But apparently now the in thing is this brush script calligraphy using this type of pen. So I've actually got to learn how to use that in a week before I teach them. I think I'll be half a step in front of them, but they've been looking forward to doing it for ages. And I've also bought, I'll show you in a minute, I bought a calligraphy practice book and copied out loads of the pages, because I thought, blimey, I'm going to have to spend a fortune getting all these books. And I thought, no, I get one book and then I photocopy all the pages. So this is the book I've got, called Engraver's Script copybook, and then it has all of the pages with basic stroke practice. So you get all the letters, the straight lines, loopy bits, and then you go on to doing capital letter practice, and then lowercase lower practice when I get there, lowercase letter practice, and then some, where are those ones, common words, so month and things like happy birthday, happy new year, love you baby, and then it goes on to do all the months. So I've copied out 20 sets of each page. It took forever. And so I've got them all in neat little piles, so they've got a set each to have. And yeah, I'm going to have to use one of them myself because I need to have a go at it. So anyway, that's that. So I've done that. Now I need some string. How long does it say to do it? 12 inches or 30.5 centimetres. So sometimes it's easier to do it in inches. So I'll do 8 and then 4. So scissors. I'm sure that's much longer than I actually need for this. So I need to make a bow. Now this is going to be interesting because I'm still having trouble with this finger, obviously, because not long has passed since I did the last video. Now, how did I do the bows before? I think I did... Do you know, I've gone completely blank as to how to make a bow. I think what I used to do was make 2 little loops. Yeah, 2 little loops like that and then tie them together. Oh. I think I'm going to leave that for now. I'll come back to that. Maybe I'll have to go off camera and make some bows and then come back again. But I've put that on top of there, and then it says to use 3 of the little butterflies. Oh, I can see, yes. So I need my pick up tool again, and one of them is on the actual little flower basket that's on the back of the bike, and then the other 2 are not far away. And one there. So that's that, but it needs a little bow on there, which I will do separately and add on at the end, because my brain's just gone there. I think it's mostly because I can't do much with this finger still. So let's move on to the next card, which is the coral one, Calypso Coral. And for this one I need the bike from here, which has again got a flower planter on the front instead of the back. And then there's a little bit there to take out, and a little bit there. Okay, so I've got that one. And then there's one of these, which I need to do some stamping on. Which will go on there. Then I want one of these little banners with the little silver dots on. So that's going to go there. And again, that's going to need a bit of string on it. I'm not doing that one. So, okay, so I need for this one, best wishes. Best wishes, best wishes. Best wishes. Now, is that going to be long enough? It is if I just turn it sideways a bit. Okay, so best wishes. Stamp that a couple of times. Oh, that's come out nice. Some of them come out nice straight away, others you need to do it a couple of times. And then I need a little bundle of flowers, which is here, and I've got another block there. So I think they get moved around a bit. Yeah. Okay, so let's move the bike out of the way because I don't need that yet. But I do need these. So these flowers go this way in the middle here. Slightly tilted to the side here, and again tilted to the side here. Lovely. And then best wishes will go over here on there. Oh, I picked that up weird. Okay, best wishes goes there. Right across the middle, And then there we go, lovely. I managed to have got ink on the block there, and I think I've got some on the block there. Yeah, clean that off, put them back before I put them down somewhere else again. Right, best wishes there. Okay, that belongs over there. Right, so what do I need to do with this one? So, best wishes needs these on the back, Stampin dimensionals. So I'm going to put 3. It only shows 2, but I think 3 would be better. I always think it's better if it's supported in the middle. And then, yeah, that has dimensionals as well. So I'm going to need several on here, just to keep it nice and sturdy. So one thing I can't abide is 3-dimensional stuff that's gone a bit floppy in the middle, or even at the edges. So nearly there, and I think I'll put another couple there. Oh no, I only want one. And there, that'll do for that. And then this, now this needs the string tying around it. Oh, that's going to be fun. So this needs 14 inches or 35.6 centimetres. I think I'll do the 14 inches. So that's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'll take it up to the 6. Okay. Now this needs the string to go around the basket. So let's put the dimensionals on this first. Now if it wants the basket to have the string around there, I need to keep a clear line there. So if I just make sure that I do all my dimensionals underneath that, then I know I should be able to get my string round. Tell you what, this is probably going to be tedious for you, so I'm going to... Right, I'm back. You really would have fallen asleep if you'd have watched me putting all of these on and taking all the backings off. Also, I've stuck a little sticky dot there just to keep the string in the same place so that it doesn't slip down. I mean, it wouldn't slip down far because of the dimensionals, but I thought it would be best to do that. And then I've also gone ahead and put the best wishes and the little flower basket, and then I've tied my little bow there. So this, make sure it's the right way round, goes so that this is in the corner, this lines up with the bottom, and that goes on there like that. And then I need some of these here butterflies. I like a butterfly. Don't see them as much as you used to. So one about there. And where are the others? Can't work out where they are. They must be. Oh yeah, there's one there and one there. Okay, makes sense. Got some flowers. You generally find a butterfly near flowers, though not always. And that one there. There we go. So that's that one. Best wishes. And then yes, I'm going to do something at the end to all of them, as well as trying to do that bow for that other card. Right, so down to the last card now, which is the yellow one, which is another landscape one. And you know it's landscape because you've got the darker yellow bit at the bottom. So I'm going to put that there. So what I need for this one is the matting layer with the bike on. And oh, this funny little bit, oh, which is the sideways view of the bike. So it's a sideways view of that, so you're seeing that front on, but if you were to look at it sideways, looks like, oh, I'm trying to hold it up to the screen. No, that's no good, you need to hold it up to the camera. So sideways on, it would look like that, and then on the back they've got the funny little thing with a plant and some books. Why would you put books on the back of a bike? Okay, so there's that. Now I also need this green bit. Oh good, so that's that piece of card used then, and then I can put that in the bin for recycling. I need to do something about my bin, it's so full up at the moment. Even though I emptied it the other day. Right, now that's to make the bow for the other card. And I do need some string for this as well, and I need 12 inches for that, or 30.5 centimetres. 12 inches will do. So 6 and 6. Scissors. Right. Put that back. If I do that, I can fold it that way and stick it there. So I need the green bit, and then I need a small banner. Oh, the other thing with this is when you take it off the roll, it's quite curly, so to straighten it out, just get it between your finger and thumbnail and pull it down like that. There you go, straightens it out, which is great. So that's that. What else do I need? I need a banner of some sort. So where's the banner? There's the banner. And then those two bits are for the other two cards. And I haven't quite worked out what these white bits are for. I can't say that I've seen those used anywhere. Am I just being a bit dense again? No. No. Ah! Yes, I can now. Right, so I need one of these, because that has the flowers to go on it, which will then go on top of this. So when the flowers are on that, they'll go like that, something like that, and then that will go on top of there, and then that goes on top of that to make it three-dimensional. Yeah, so then I need to stamp flowers on there. I need to stamp thank you on that way round. So let's get the flowers and make sure I put it the right way round, not the back. Now, is that the back or is that the front? I would say that's the front. So then I need to make sure that that's set up right. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So I think that's it, because it is a very small piece of card. Yay! Right, small piece of card notwithstanding, that's good, I've done that bit. And then I want the thank you, which will fit on there quite easily. I need to stamp that off a couple of times. Oh no, that's quite good. So thank you goes, shall I put it right slap bang in the middle? Yes, thank you. Okay, put that back on the thingy-bob. Right, so that's the card. I'll put the plastic bit over the top of that so I don't get those stuck to anything else. Okay, so I thought I had to tie the bow, the string around this, but I don't. I have to put it behind or in front. Oh no, in front. I see. Okie dokie. So let's put some sticky dots on there. Oh, no. I've put the sticky dots down somewhere where I can't see them. Where have I put the sticky dots? Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to put that away. Oh, that is annoying. Sticky dots, where have you gone? Okay, I'm going to look for them. Oh, this is going to be a very bitty video with me having to keep stopping all the time. Hold on. Right, I couldn't find them, so I've got some spare ones that I've got out of the box that I keep all my other dimensionals in. That's annoying. That's going to bug me now, but you can guarantee I'll find them as soon as I finish doing the video. Anyway, that's by the by. So let's get these onto here. So it says 3. 3 will do. Oh, if I can get them off. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 on the back. And then it wants me to make a little loopy bit with this, so I'll put one or two for that to stick to. On the front. Okay, so it wants me to do a couple of loops. Let's just wind that round my finger. No, that's not quite right, because it wants 2 loops. Oh dear, I don't know what it is today with me and string. I'm just not getting it, am I? So 1, no. I need to have it so that I've got 1 sticky out bit that side and 1 sticky out bit that side. There we go. So that, like that. There we go. That'll do, and I'll just make those a bit shorter. Right, so that will then go on to here. Well, I'll probably put the sticky bits in the wrong place now. I'll get them on at least one of them. There we go. That will have to do. And then the thank you will go on top of that. So let's put all these other... Oh look, I found them! I found them! Right, well I'll still finish off using those other ones, I think. Okay, so what do I need to do with this? This needs dimensionals on the back, but I think I'm going to use larger ones because I won't need quite so many. So I've got loads of dimensionals over here. So because this is quite large, it seems silly to use the little ones. I mean, it's fair enough to use them on all the other things that I've used them on because they've got quite intricate bits in and you only want little ones for that. But for this, I think larger ones will be better. So there we go. So I've got 9 on there. So then that, when I can pick it up and turn it the right way round, find the card blank. Let's get started with that. So if I put that down first. Oh, I see. And then the line on the matting layer at the bottom of there needs to line up with that one there. So that's easy enough. So these won't take too long to take off the back because there's only 9 of them and they're big. That would have taken forever with the little ones. In fact, it probably would have used up the whole pack. Okay. And then, oh, I've already done that one. Yeah, they're all done. So let's make sure that that yellow line meets up with that yellow line. Oh, I've just smidged it a bit, just slightly under, but never mind, it's not going to be that noticeable. Okay, so then I need to put dimensionals on here. Now I do want the little ones for these because these are obviously a bit more fiddly. One there, one there, one there. I think that might be just enough. Yeah, that should be enough for that. So that goes on top of a little basket at the back of the bike. My bike looks a bit like this one, except it's white. And I have got a basket at the front, but it's a white wire mesh one rather than a basket. So then this goes on top of there, and then the flowers will go on top of there. Okay, so that's, we'll do this one layer at a time. A little bit there and one down there, I think. Oh no, maybe two there then. Okay, so then this bit goes on the front. Yeah, my bike, oh, and what's it called? It's called, oh, it's called an Elise. I can't remember. I got it from Halford's and I got it in a sale and it was down from £399 to something like 150, something like that. Anyway, I had to go to place on the Hwyl, can't remember exactly, but somewhere on the Hwyl, and when I got there they said, oh, we're ever so sorry, but because it's been a display model, it hasn't got any mud guards on it. So is that all right? I said, well, do I get a bit of a discount for that? And she said, oh yes, you'll get a discount on that. And I thought, brilliant. I thought, yeah, maybe 10% or something like that. So she said, yes, you can have it for 80. So I went expecting to pay 150, paid £80, bought some mud guards for £15. So I was quids in. I was really happy with that, and yeah, I've still got it. And I say I've still got it. I've bought it since we've been here. Obviously, because I wouldn't have driven to the Hwyl to get a bike if I was still living in Sussex. So I don't know, 8 years, maybe 9. I've had it. Yeah, and I call her Ellie. I would have liked a different colour, but you know, it's in the sale. I don't really care what colour it is if it's in the sale. So yeah, I was very happy about that. 80 quid for a 400 quid bike. Thank you very much, Mr. Halford. Right, so now I need to stick this on. Oh, I need to finish off the flower basket as well, don't I? But I'm going to do this for now. So that needs to go on so that it matches up with the edge of that. so that it just comes over the petal there. And then somewhere here I've got my thank you, which needs some dimensionals. How many does it reckon? It reckons 2, but I'm going to put 3 on. I'm always going to put 3 on. Well, unless it's too small to put 3. But there we go. Okay, so the thank you goes on top of that. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So then that goes there, so the little bits of string are sticking up. That's lovely. And then I've just got to stick this little lot of flowers. Now, which way round do they want me to put them? That way? Yeah, that way. Now it wants me to put them on dimensionals. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, let me put the lid on this before that dries out. Dimensionals. So this will definitely only need a couple because it is small. Yeah, I'd struggle to get 3 on there. So yeah, looking at the direction of the picture, I need to do the flowers that way. Yeah, there we go. So that's that. So the only thing I have to do now is put the butterflies on, which I've just seen. Of course, I have trouble seeing them because they're white, and that's white, but I've spotted them now. And where does it suggest I put these butterflies? Oh, or does it not? Does it say I don't need these butterflies on this one? No, I don't. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's got some other butterflies. Oh, I'm supposed to have done some stamping. Oh, what a wally. It's too late to do it now. I won't be able to get those on. Oh, I might. Let's have a go. See, this is the problem. If you don't actually look at the instructions first. Yes, look there, it's got butterflies. So where are they? I did mention that there were butterflies on here. So there's a 2 butterfly. And then there's a little solitary butterfly. Oh, what a wally, eh? Right, so let's open up the ink again. I might get away with this. I might not. So let's... Okay, so where's the single one? So the single one's over here. So if I do it where I know there's a dimensional, like there. Yes. I did that. Good. That was all right. It's the other one that might have problems. Oh no, I'll get the... No, I'll use the same block. Put that one back there. For some reason I thought that they were already stamped onto this piece, and then as I was looking at it just now, I thought, hang on a minute, there's no butterflies on there. Okay, so let's see if I can stamp these 2 butterflies on here. Yes, just. Phew. Right, so if you've got this kit and you haven't done anything with it yet, read the instructions first, stamp before you stick. So I'm always telling them at the craft group whenever, well, I say always, whenever it's my turn to teach them anything, I go stamp before you stick. And a number of times they don't listen to me and they go, I can't stamp this properly now because it's all wobbly. And I go, that's because you didn't stamp before you stuck. Oh, there we go. So yes, you do put butterflies on, but before you do anything else. I don't know. Right, so all we have to do now is, well, apart from move all the junk out of the way, put those up there so that you can see what's going on. Stick that down there. Ow. And move that over there. Where are the cards? So there's card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. So this is the only one that doesn't have anything on it yet. So let's try to do this bow while I can. Okay, so if I make it quite long and then tie that bit over there, you can see what I'm doing. No, I still can't do it. I know there's ways of doing it. It's just because my fingers are still a bit weird and I can't hold things properly. Right, here we go, here we go. Yeah, put that through there. Pull that. Okay, and then pull that back down, make it a bit smaller. Oh yes, here we go. So that will be, I'll make that a little bit smaller, just tighten that up a bit and cut that off about there. We don't want that to be too long, do we? Then I'm going to need one of these little sticky dots and now what we want to do sometimes is actually attach it to the back of this and then try and get the back off. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Get the back off and then roll up the sticky dots. There we go. Hey! Haha! Finally I did it. So there we go. So that's the first one. Have a lovely day. With the little butterflies there, which... And that's weird how they looked holographic in one light, but in the other they don't. And then this one, which you have to remember to stamp the back before you do anything else. Duh. And then this one, and then what I thought might be a nice idea is to open all the cards up and put that way up there, so put that over there. Oh, ow. Because you've got this nice little bicycle stamp, I thought it might be nice to stamp the bicycle inside. So, gonna need a larger one of those. I need this to stamp off. I mean, it doesn't tell you to do that, but you can. I mean, you could equally put them on the envelopes. So, just going to stick that there. Lovely. Oh, it'd probably help if I did things that you can actually see rather than me doing it below the actual camera lens. Right, so this one I'm going to put there. And then this one I think I'll do at the other side. Yeah, I'm in camera this time, so put it there. There, that's... Yeah, I thought, oh, it seems silly not to actually use the bicycle stamp. So putting it just inside the card, so now you've got a nice little bike inside the card as well as one outside. Let's move this out of the way. And another one inside this one. And another one inside this one. So there you go. So that's the June paper pumpkin, Bikes and Blooms, which I quite enjoy doing that, so I'll make the rest of those up, I think. And yeah, I might use those because there's a few people I know who do like riding their bike a lot, so these would be perfect for them. So I think that's me for now. I shall carry on printing out my orders of service. I think I've got 30 done so far, or possibly 40. I'll find out in a minute. Okay, well, until next time, by next time I shall have some more bits to show you, because I've done another order and I think I've got some new ordinary kits, you know, the kits that are actually on the website rather than Paper Pumpkin, which is subscription only. So there'll be those, and I've got one of the new sweets as well. So yeah, hopefully I should be able to find time to do all these things, because I haven't had any time at all recently. Anyway, enough of me waffling on, because I've been on here for hours it seems like. So, Hwyl am